What's going on, guys? It's Amazing YT here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be going over 3 units that could be coming for the 6-month anniversary, so let's get into it. Alright, so as you guys know, the 6-month anniversary is coming up on the global version of the game, and for the JP version of the game, around this time for banners, they were actually getting the 7.77 million download celebration banner. So we're going to be going over 3 units here that are going to be coming possibly for the 6-month anniversary. All 3 of these units did come out during the 7.77 million download celebration on the JP version of the game. So the first unit is going to be the Lost Vein Meliodas. As you guys know, everyone's been talking about Lost Vein on global. They're wondering when he's going to be coming out. It's looking like it's going to be first week of September. I'm thinking probably like September 3rd. I don't know what day that is exactly, but if it's either that day or they would drop it on a reset day, so like a Tuesday. So I don't really know exactly when they would be dropping Lost Vein, but it would be around that time probably, right? Or that time they would be dropping the Arthur, which we're going to be going over. So let's go over Lost Vein Meliodas. So for his first skill, Division Impact, it's going to inflict 500% of attack on one enemy and fills ultimate move gauge by 2 orbs. So yeah, as you guys know, this is Green Escanor's skill, right? You guys know this already, right? Inflicts charge damage equal to 325% of attack on all enemies. So this is AoE charge, and charge is a really good skill, man. Ignoring defense is really good. So there's that. Let's go over his passive. So it increases skill ranks of the hero if the hero receives critical damage on the enemy's turn. So basically you get free Gotha rank ups for only your cards whenever you get crits. So yeah, and you know, let me just preference something right here. 0 crit resistance. So if any opponent has any crit chance at all, you have a chance at getting critted, right? So really important. So yeah, so he does get crit resistance on the awakenings, but it's only 2%, guys, you know what I'm saying? So for his ultimate, this is the most insane part of his kit, let's be real. So it inflicts secret technique damage equal to 300% of attack on all enemies, and damage inflicted will be effective against all attributes. So if you guys have played Dokkan, then you would actually know that the Lost Vein Meliodas is basically Gogeta from Dokkan. So basically how it worked was the original Gogeta was a strength type unit, right? Actually, it's funny because the original Gogeta was red and Lost Vein Meliodas is red, and they had effective against all types, and that basically means you do super effective damage on every attribute. So pretty busted, right? That's already busted in itself. This is AoE, by the way. And then so the multiplier, how it works is it actually scales from 300 to 450% at 6 out of 6. But another thing that also scales with that is going to be the secret technique multiplier, and it increases by 8% per ultimate level. So once you get to 6 out of 6, your Meliodas is going to be doing 60% increased damage from the secret technique. So as you can see, it says 20% additional damage per hero skill. That's actually going to be 60% at 6/6 ultimate, which is kind of insane, guys. So it's going to be doing 450%, and it's going to be doing 60% per card you have in your hand. That is the most insane ultimate in the entire game, and that's why Lost Vein Meliodas is the most busted unit in the game for PvP, right? So definitely probably the main banner unit that's going to be coming out for the 6-month anniversary. Don't know for sure yet, as this is all speculation, but from what we've seen on global and what it looks like is coming, this definitely looks like Lost Vein Meliodas is going to be dropping on the 6-month anniversary. So the next unit we actually have to go over is going to be the Fraudrin of Selflessness. So this is the summonable version of Fraudrin. The thing is with this Fraudrin, he's actually free to play on the JP version of the game. They gave him out for free through an event, right? It was like the same type of event we had on global for the SR Aaron, where you had to complete a few like missions and you would get 1 copy of this Fraudrin. The Fraudrin was also featured on Lost Vein Meliodas' banner, so him and Lost Vein Meliodas were both featured on the banner as the main new units, right? So as you guys know, Fraudrin is a really weak character, but from what I've seen, from what Nagato has been saying, right, he's a really good whale character, right, if you want to counter alt rush. So how it works is, first passive, right, we'll go over that first because that's the most important thing. Enemy heroes who have lower CC than Fraudrin will not gain ultimate move gauge for 2 turns, applies when entering battle. So basically removing alt rush at all in play, right, as long as your team goes first. And you can actually make this work if you get all the cosmetics for Fraudrin, right, and then boost his CC a ton, because his base CC is a little low. But I mean, if you do get yeah, so right here, only with super whale gear, right? So really good in PvP. Yeah, so all right, so let's go over Fraudrin's skills. For his first skill, he's going to inflict damage equal to 250% of attack on one enemy, and he's going to extort 50% attack and defense for 2 turns. So this is the same skill as the green Bond, I think, the green not nunchuck, the non-nunchuck version, right? It's a single target extort. For Fraudrin's second skill, he's going to cancel cancel buffs and stances on all enemies and inflict damage equal to 210% of attack. So this skill is a little weak, or on the weaker side, right? Same skill as the Green Hendrickson, right? I actually went over him a few days ago, so I do remember the card, but this card's a little weak. 210% on the level 3 is a little weak AoE, right? But it does cancel buffs and stances, so it does have some usage, right? First ultimate, he's going to inflict damage equal to 630% of attack on one enemy and deplete ultimate move gauge orbs by 3 orbs. So this is the same ultimate as the regular bonds, not the nunchucks, right? So basically taking away the ultimate move gauge of the enemy by 3 and can scale to 945% of attack. So this is the Fraudrin right here. As I've said, he was free on the JP version of the game for 1 copy, but if you do want to make this guy work in PvP, you're gonna have to whale out and get him 6/6 and buy all cosmetics if you want to counter the alt rush meta. Alright, so the final unit we're gonna be going for is gonna be the Arthur. So he was actually also another free-to-play unit they gave out during the 7 million download celebration. And the thing is with this Arthur, he is actually a really good DPS unit on the Red Demon. So we're gonna go over his kit and show you guys what he can actually do, right? So his first skill, he's gonna cancel stances on one enemy and inflicts damage equal to 500% of attack, then stuns for 1 turn. So this is actually a special card. It's only on this Arthur, right? There is a card that cancels stances and does 500% of attack, but it doesn't have the stun effect. This Arthur actually gains stun on his level 3, which is kind of insane, right? Really good for Red Demon, where you can stun the boss, right? And cancel the stance is really good, right? For his second skill, on his rank 3, he's going to inflict damage equal to 180% of attack on all enemies and disables attack skills for 2 turns. So this is a pretty decent debuff skill. It is AoE, but this is going to be the main skill you want to use on the Arthur, right? And then we go over his passive right here. So it increases the critical damage by 10% per ultimate move gauge orb, increases by an additional 50% if it is completely filled. So basically this is kind of the same type of deal as the Green King, right? Except instead of crit chance, it's actually crit damage for the passive. So this is really good because Arthur actually has really decent crit chance, right? At 50%, Arthur is going to be critting 50% of the time, right? And his crit damage is already really good, right? So if we increase that, it's going to be really good. And then that actually coincides with his ultimate, which inflicts sever damage equal to 560% of attack on one enemy. And if you guys don't know, sever is ×2 crits, so it's going to be guaranteed crits on an enemy that has 0% crit resistance with this ultimate right here, and it's going to be boosted by this ultimate move gauge passive right here. So really good, and it can scale to 840% of attack, so really good stuff. What happened on the JP version of the game was they gave out this Arthur in a step up banner, and it was basically the same type of deal as the Blue Merlin on global, where you had tickets, right? They were giving out tickets and you could pick up this Arthur at the end, guaranteed, right? And you actually had a chance at summoning the Arthur each step, right? So you were guaranteed 1 copy, but you could actually still pull the Arthur within the summons, right? And it was a decent banner. It had a ton of sins on it, so you know, decent stuff right there. And the Arthur is really good for Red Demon, so when Hell Red Demon does come out, he's going to be a staple on the team. So with these 2 units right here, the Lost Vein and the Fraudrin, they're both going to be on the same banner, so it's going to be the festival banner. For the units on that banner, I don't know exactly the units on it, but off the top of my head, I do remember a few notable units. So those notable units include the Green Escanor, the Blue Demon Meliodas, the Red Derriere, and also Red King. So those are really good units on the banner, guys. As you guys know, really good units that we have in the meta at the moment. So those units are going to be coming on the Lost Vein banner if they do follow the same thing as the JP version, if the global version does, right? So that's going to be it for the video, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always, and if you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comment section below. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.